Have you ever felt like you're just drowning in information? Well, today we're going to explore a really powerful AI tool from Google called NotebookLM. It's built to help you make sense of pretty much anything, but here's the real kicker. It learns exclusively from your documents. Let's dive in and see how it works. You know the feeling. We've all been there. You're kicking off a huge project, you're prepping for a big interview, or maybe you're just trying to get your head around a new topic, and suddenly you're just buried under this mountain of information. Yeah, it's that controlled chaos, right? A dozen browser tabs all open, PDFs scattered everywhere, notes in 3 different places. The problem isn't finding information anymore. It's trying to make sense of it all, to actually connect the dots. Okay, but now, what if you had an AI assistant that just ignored the entire internet? An AI that instead becomes an instant expert only on the stuff you give it. This is the fundamental idea that really sets NotebookLM apart. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, don't think of NotebookLM as just another chatbot. It's better to picture it as your own personal, dedicated research partner. So here's the secret sauce that makes it so reliable. When you upload your documents, we're talking PDFs, Google Docs, even website links, NotebookLM, which is powered by Google's latest Gemini models, becomes an expert only on that stuff. It is, and this is the key word, grounded in the information you already know and trust. Now, the tech behind this is called Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. It sounds super complex, I know, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Instead of just guessing or pulling from the Wild West of the internet, the AI first retrieves the relevant bits from your documents, and then it generates an answer based only on that information. This is what basically stops the AI from hallucinating or just making stuff up. This quote absolutely nails it, right? You wouldn't want a new intern giving you advice based on some random blog they found. No, you'd want them to stick to the project materials you provided. NotebookLM does exactly that. Just, at the insane speed of AI. And this right here, this is the real game changer. Every single summary or fact that NotebookLM gives you comes with a citation. You can literally click it and it takes you to the exact spot in your original document where it found that info. That builds a level of trust that, let's be honest, is often missing with other AI tools. But NotebookLM is way more than just a Q&A machine. It has some seriously powerful features that can turn your boring old documents into these dynamic, interactive learning tools. Let's check out a few of them. Okay, this is one of the coolest features, for sure. It's called Audio Overview. Imagine you've got this dense 50-page report. With one click, NotebookLM can generate a conversational podcast about it, with 2 AI hosts talking about the key points. It's an incredible way to absorb info while you're commuting or just on the go. And if you're a visual learner, you are going to love this. The mind map feature automatically scans your text and creates a visual diagram of all the main concepts and how they link together. It is an amazing way to see the whole structure of an idea at a single glance. And hey, if a mind map isn't quite cutting it, it can whip up a full-blown infographic. This feature takes all that complicated information and just distills it down into a single, easy-to-read visual summary. It's perfect for sharing the big takeaways with your team. All right, these features are awesome, but how do they hold up in the real world? Let's walk through a pretty high-stakes scenario, getting ready for a job interview. The whole process is actually pretty straightforward. You can break it down into 3 main steps. First up, you just gather and upload all your research into a brand new notebook. So for our job search example, you'd start by uploading the PDF of the job description. Then you'd add links to the company's About Us page, their product pages, maybe even some employee reviews. You're basically creating one single source of truth for all your prep. And now that all your sources are loaded up, it's time to start asking questions. And that brings us right to step 2, asking those critical questions to get the answers you actually need. You can be super direct. Instead of spending an hour digging through all those different documents, you just ask NotebookLM a straight question, and boom, it instantly pieces together an answer based only on the stuff you gave it. And here we are again, back to that all-important idea of trust. See those little numbers in the response? Those are the citations. You can click on every single one to double-check the claim, making sure your interview prep is built on solid ground, straight from the source. Okay, now for the final step. Turning all this into something you can actually use to study. And finally, we hit step 3. This is where you create custom materials to really make that knowledge stick. This is where it all comes together. NotebookLM can generate a quiz for you to test what you've learned about the company. Or it can create that audio brief we talked about, summarizing the job, so you can listen to it on your way to the interview. It's all about turning passive research into active learning. So, when you put all these pieces together, what does it really mean for how we deal with information? It feels like a pretty fundamental shift, moving away from just finding facts and moving toward real, genuine understanding. When it comes down to it, NotebookLM isn't just a summarizer. It's a tool for synthesis. It helps you pull together ideas from all over the place, gives you answers you can actually verify, turns your research into real study tools, and just helps you get a handle on complex stuff way, way faster. It's a seriously powerful tool for anyone who has to wade through tons of information, which really only leaves one question, doesn't it? What's the first big topic you're going to master?